How's it going, everyone? Data here, and welcome back to the Seattle Kraken franchise mode, episode number 30, here at the beginning of the 2028 postseason. In the last one, we had a bit of a rocky second half of the year, still very, very good, but a lot of high highs and low lows as we had some crazy winning streaks, but then a 2-6-2 record to end off the year, finishing with a record of 54-23-5. We finished second in the Pacific Division and will be taking on the Vancouver Canucks in round number 1. We could have taken on Anaheim if we got Edmonton's spot at the top, but the world has given us this situation. The cookie has crumbled, life has squeezed those lemons, and here we are in round number 1 against an old rival in Vancouver. If you don't already know, through this series with the Kraken, episode number 30, we have already won 3 consecutive Stanley Cups, and today in this 30th episode, we're going for a 4th to be just the 3rd team in NHL history, 3rd franchise, but to do it for the 4th time and be the 3rd team all time to do it. The Canadiens have done it twice, the Islanders have done it once. We're looking for 4 consecutive cups to really cement ourselves as one of the best teams in NHL history. Already 3 cups, I think, does it. I gotta say, I'm very proud of the way that we've done it. We've had realistic expansion draft selections who have stayed here for a while as well, and guys like Vlad Tarasenko, other players we've had that had to move on, like Jaden Schwartz. But we had great drafting as well. A 2nd-round pick who's on our 2nd line. A 5th-round pick who just made his rookie season and did amazing on that 4th line. Defensively, we had great selection in Kozlov as a 27th overall pick. Tiny Morrison, 4th-round pick. So I love being able to build through the draft and have a team that we can be proud of instead of just expansion drafting all the best players, trading them for 1st-round picks, and then making a monster team because you drafted the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 8th, and 9th best prospects, right? But I digress. All that to say, I'm very proud of what we've done here, and I'm very appreciative of all the assistant GMs out there as well. And today it's going to be another big one. We have our same lines as always. Tuck, McKinnon, and Marco did amazing in the regular season. Over point a game for everybody. Nathan McKinnon, good enough to win himself his 2nd Art Ross as he scored 114 points. Amazing as our 1st-line centerman. He's been here for quite a while now. Next year is actually going to be his last year on his contract. So last year for him, last year for Tarasenko as well. Matty Beniers in that 2nd line role, he has still a long time left on his deal. He is going to become Mr. Kraken eventually. Chris Moss, in his sophomore season, he put up crazy numbers from 33 to 60 points, 29 goal season. We had great 3rd-line presences from Maloney, Popov, who had a 52-point season, 45 assists. Our 4th line was amazing, and our defense has been extremely solid. Goaltending is where things struggled a little bit in terms of what we've seen already. So Peyton Wilm had a good season at a .904 save percentage, 2.7 goals against, 44 wins, of course. But we have to admit, it's no surprise. Look at these numbers compared to his playoff numbers. All-time .922 save percentage and a 2.37 goals against. He is 33-7-3 through his 43 appearances, and we're looking to rely on him heavily once more as we want to go for a 4th consecutive Stanley Cup. So there's the roster reminder for all of you. Not much to say from the comments, so we're ready to go full steam ahead. Scott's saying, on the plus side, we did have a lot of 1-goal games over the course of the season, tight wins. But hey, we've been playing playoff hockey all season. Very true. And hopefully that'll be one of our advantages headed into this postseason. Those slow sims were horrible, though. Ramsey's saying these slow sim games are going to give Data a heart attack. There were a lot of roller coaster games. That's why I called last episode highs and lows. And last comment here coming from Vinny, not the usual Vinny, new Vinny, says, is anyone else's game crashing when re-signing players after this new update? So that's something I was going to throw out there as a franchise mode authority, I suppose, if I can call myself that. The newest update to franchise mode, at least on PlayStation 4, but I'm hearing on other consoles as well, is causing the game to crash when you try to, I'm not sure if it's just re-sign players or assign players to ELCs, or if it's only Russian players because of the update removing the flags and all things like that. I did not do the update because I saw this information, so my franchise mode should be good. I have it paused on my PlayStation. I have not touched it. And I will not be doing that update until a patch is made. So the series should be able to move ahead no problem, but just keep note of that. If you haven't done it yet, I think it's update 1.6 or version 1.60. something like that. If you haven't done it yet and you're able to pause it, definitely do that. So let's take a look at the Vancouver Canucks lineup heading into round number 1 of our 3-peat defense, looking for a 4-peat. Vitaly Varlamov on Vancouver's first line is a 32nd overall selection. He is a two-way forward. What did he do during the season? This might be an injury. No, 43 points in his rookie season here. Vitaly Varlamov. Okay, interesting selection with Elias Pettersson and Alex DeBrincat, who signed in free agency. This was his first year with second year with Vancouver. Has not put up the same numbers as he put up in Chicago, though. Second line is Josh Anderson, top 50 Bo Horvat, and Nils Hoglanders at an 86 overall. Very nice. Third line, Formenton, Miller, and Holmstrom. Fourth line, Gaudette, Dickinson, and Bowers. On defense, it's Larson and Pesce. Interesting, no Quinn Hughes here. Stetcher and Ekman Larson. Very, I gotta say, it's on the older side here. 30, 33, 34, 36. Jamie Alexiak, the former Mr. Kraken, 35. And Spence, 27. So it's an older blue line. Jamie Alexiak was amazing when we got him out of the expansion draft. He was a great leader for our team. He played 3 seasons with us before we moved him to New York. I believe in the Keandre Miller move when we got the rights to Keandre Miller. So he's been doing well with Vancouver. That's good to see. And between the pipes, it is Jack Campbell. Well, actually, probably going to be DiPietro. Michael DiPietro at 85 overall, backed up by 80 overall, 36-year-old Jack Campbell. Scratches, Yermo, Walker, and Mikael Granlund at a 75 overall. So I guess Varlamov really is a first liner. You know, is it anything special, this team? The big guns are there. Defense is so-so. Goaltending doesn't look super impressive. But this team put together a record of 42, or no, was it 46? 42, 28, and 12. And they went 7-3-0 in their last 10. So we cannot underestimate them, as always. We need to play Seattle Kraken hockey, the hockey that got us 3 Stanley Cups. Our players are getting old now. Tarasenko, well, we have a young core, but the older guys like Tarasenko, now 36 years of age. Does he have another year in him to finish off his contract next season? McKinnon's coming off of an Art Ross. He's looking to continue this dominance into the playoffs. He has back-to-back Conn Smythes. He'd love to make it a 3-peat of Conn Smythe trophies. And it all starts here at Climate Pledge Arena. So heading into this playoffs, as always, if you're new to the channel, don't forget that this video is quite lengthy, hour 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, something like that in length, but it could be that we lose in this first round and the video is over after 30 or 40 minutes. I put an hour or so of a black screen to keep things interesting so that the video is never spoiled. You're reacting with me, I'm reacting live. You know that if the video is 40 minutes long, we don't make it, but we're going to be going all the way, trying for that 4th Stanley Cup, and I hope that you'll enjoy the ride. So sit back, relax, get a snack. If it is a black screen, I'm going to put some music in there. Maybe just let the video run a little bit. It helps with the performance of the video a lot. I'd prefer that I don't cut it short, even though it would help the video and the analytics and all that. I'd rather let it run and just trust some of you to let that go in the background a little bit so that nothing is spoiled. All that being said, 2028 postseason, Kraken, Canucks, Pacific Division rivalry. First period, let's see it. No scoring, shots 11-6 in our favor. Second period now, still no scoring. Shots 26-14, and it's a 0-0 game. Nathan McKinnon opening it up, though, the Art Ross winner, perhaps even the Hart Trophy winner. But then Vitaly Varlamov, that first liner, 79 overall, ties it back up. Power play for the Kraken is killed off by Vancouver. We're doubling their shots. Power play opportunity once again. 39-18, 5-on-3 power play, 5-on-4, nothing comes from it. Shots are 42-19. 3 minutes to go. It's a 1-1 game. These tight games. And we're headed to overtime in game number 1. Shots 44-22, exactly doubling their shots through 60 minutes. But it is a 1-1 game. Michael DiPietro making 43 saves. Peyton Will making 21. But we are headed to overtime early in this series. Game 1 in Seattle, overtime. McKinnon and Pettersson at the dot. Next player to score puts his team up 1-0 in this first series. Brett Pesce coming in, that just goes wide. So it's going to be a huge, pivotal perhaps, goal in this series. Tuck, Tarasenko, nice shot there. Well saved at that angle by DiPietro there. Tuck at the point now. That puck is poked away from him, and now Nils Höglander gets it up to Larson, to Josh Anderson. Put that shoulder down and hop on that train. Anderson, little move, can't get through Bear, picks it up once again, and he's quadruple teamed. Tarasenko, love the AI. Tarasenko over the red line, pickpocketed, regained by Chychrun, into Vancouver territory, on net, big boy, glove save from DiPietro. So the point is Ekman Larson, long-serving Vancouver Canuck. Giveaway to Matty Beniers. He's going to try and skate past Stetcher. Puts it through the legs with a nice move. Passing space. Tarasenko's shot goes wide as it breaks somebody's stick. Defender on Vancouver, I believe. Here's David Jiricek. Back to Tarasenko. Oh, just wide as DiPietro was screamed. Maloney to Kozlov in front. Popov poked by DiPietro, and Popov doesn't know what to do. In front! Sprawling save from DiPietro on the doorstep as Tarasenko had a great opportunity there. DeBrincat into Kraken territory to Pettersson. Big rebound save from Peyton Hollywood Wilm. In fine playoff form already, it looks like. Tiny Morrison fighting hard with Varlamov. DeBrincat's pushed off the puck. Popov across to Maloney. The rookie playmaker coming into the territory. Popov stopped by DiPietro. Jameson Reese, the rookie as well, up to Ethan Bear. That full rookie fourth line. We'll see how they do in the playoffs. Höglander gets it back the other way. He has a 2-on-1. Bo can't get it. Reese up to Lume now. Lume leading the charge with Bergenheim on his right. But Reese actually comes in. Lume gets the shot off. Stopped by DiPietro sliding across the crease for save number 50. Bowers, last chance for the Canucks. Dickinson, final shot. No. And that will be the first overtime period, my friends. Nothing coming after 20 minutes, and we will see the 80th minute of hockey as we head into double overtime. Through 4 periods, the shots are 50-28 for Seattle, and we're still tied. Alex DeBrincat now into Kraken territory. Bear picks it back up behind the net, gets pinned as he skated backwards, as you always should whenever you have possession of the puck. Skates backwards. Matty Beniers now over the center line into Vancouver territory. Isaiah Marco with a great opportunity there. Nice look, but DiPietro square to it. Here is Chris Moss over to Vladimir Tarasenko, the 2 snipers. Windmill scores! The captain, Vladimir Tarasenko, with a little how do you do? Windmill snipe. Woohoo! There's that rookie with a white beard, Varlamov. Okay. Kraken win in overtime, took over 50 shots and 2 overtimes, but the captain finishes it. Goals in this one coming from Mckinnon and Tarasenko. Woohoo! Windmill snipe! Great pass from Moss to get Tarasenko on the run there. What a beautiful play, and that might just be somewhere in the thumbnail. You already know, but I've got to think about what the thumbnail will be. Whew, that's smooth. 1-0 in this series for the Kraken. Let's get back to the calendar. So the shots in that one finished 55-28 in our favor. I think we definitely deserved it, but hats off to Michael DiPietro. 1-0 for the Kraken after that 2-1 overtime victory. We got to be able to get things done without having to get 50 shots on net. Game 2, I know it was a quick turnaround, not a lot of rest last night. I gave you guys the morning off. Eat well. Let's get to the rink. Back to work. Game 2. Showtime. First period, 3-1. That's what we like. We score the first goal and then 3, and then 2 more to make it 3 before Josh Anderson gets something in there. Marco Beniers short-handed, and Pasi Lume with his first career postseason goal. Josh Anderson with under 2 minutes to go, but we are out-shooting Vancouver 20-4 through 20 minutes. How about that? That's crazy, actually. Second period, now no scoring. Shots 32-14. Shots were, what, 12-10 in that period for us? Up by 2 here in this third period. Shots don't matter. Only goals 2. Power play opportunity for us. That is killed off by Vancouver halfway through the third. We're still up by 2. Shots 42-17. Can this be 2 games in a row, back-to-back games of doubling the opponent's shots? Power play Vancouver is killed off. Huge penalty kill. And we'll win this one 3-1 the final. Shots 45-21. Michael DiPietro being hung out to dry out there. Goal for Matty Beniers gets him first star. Peyton Wilm, 20 saves, gets him second. And Ethan Bear with 2 assists, third star honors. 2-0 Kraken in this series. That's exactly what we want to see with both games being at home. Now we head onto the road to Rogers Arena. These menus are so slow. We'll put the Riker Evans back in the AHL. Ready to go at Rogers Arena for game number 3 of this series. Vancouver definitely does not want to go down 3-0 in this one and be on have the potential of being swept on home ice. First period, let's keep up the same pace we've had. This time we get outshot 10-5. 5, Vancouver comes out firing hard. You got to say that. You got to give it to them. First period, 0-0. Second period, 1-0 Kraken. Nathan McKinnon on the power play. Love to see it. We're still being outshot by 5, now 20-15, but it's 1-0 Seattle headed into the third. Power play early for Vancouver killed off. Power play for Seattle now killed off in turn by the Canucks. Nothing coming through those first 10 minutes or so, but hold on, late power play. Yes, so the first half comes to a close with no scoring. Now into the second half, we are ahead of shots, but now Dickinson ties it up at 1. Shots 28-27. We have a slight lead. 5 minutes to go. Any late heroes? It's Matty Beniers making it 2-1. Late power play on top of that, and that'll be all she wrote. 6-on-4 probably at the 6-on-5 probably Vancouver would have pulled, but no power play, empty netter. Shots end 34-27 in our favor. A late goal with just 3.5 minutes left from Matty Beniers, and that will give us the win. Give him third star honors. Okay, another great performance from Michael DiPietro. 32 saves, but the poor guy cannot get the run support as Peyton Wilm has been solid. Hasn't faced a ton, but has been solid in what he's faced. He's only allowed 1 goal in each of the last 3 games, and we are now up 3-0 in this series with the potential of sweeping Vancouver in their home arena of Rogers Arena. Game 4, round 1. Let's try and get this one put to bed. First period, 1-1. Varlamov on the power play. Nathan McKinnon, of course, scoring for us his third of the series. Shots 11-4 in our favor. Second period, now 3-3, 2 goals apiece. So Pettersson scores to give Vancouver the lead. Moss comes back less than a minute later, scores his second of the period 8 minutes after that. And then Troy Stetcher, of all people, ties it back up. 3-3, doubling Vancouver's shots 24-12, but this final 20 minutes will be what decides it. Vancouver fighting for their lives. Power play for the Kraken is killed off by the Canucks, close to doubling once more, 30-16, but DeBrincat puts the Canucks ahead with a 4th, and now Varlamov a 5th on the power play. This may be their game. We're down by 2 with under 5 to go. Power play, hold on, not over yet. Killed off, and that'll likely be it right there. 6-3, add the empty netter. Shots 33-21. Peyton Wilm allowing 5 goals on 20 shots. Not a good night after I just gave him all that praise. DeBrincat, Varlamov, the first liners getting it done for the Canucks. 6-3 the final. They have some life. The fans at home gave it to them. But now, speaking of home ice, we're headed back to Climate Pledge Arena, where we are ready to finish this off in 5. Last year, on our road to the 3rd consecutive Stanley Cup, every single series from the 1st to the 4th was won in 5 games. So could this be another good omen? Perhaps. Let's get it done here in game number 5. First period, Chris Moss in the first minute and 4 seconds makes it 1-0. First period ends 3-0. McKinnon adding a power play goal, and Pasi Lume, the rookie, making it 3-0, doubling the shots again, 16-8. Second period now, 4-1. DeBrincat scores to cut the lead to 2, but Tiny Morrison scores his first career playoff goal and makes it 4-1, restoring our 3-goal lead. Shots 30-16. Again, it's all Michael DiPietro. Even on some of his better or worse nights, it is all been Michael DiPietro for the Canucks. Power play Seattle, extended 5-on-4, doesn't go anywhere. Halfway through the third, Vancouver now down by 4 as Lume scores his second of the night. First multi-goal playoff game of his career. Power play for the Canucks, killed off by Seattle. And that will be it, ladies and gentlemen. On home ice, we take round number 1 in 5 games. Shots end 47-22, more than doubling. We were crazy out there in the shots. DiPietro did well. Lume 2 goals for first star honors. Chychrun with 2 assists. And Peyton Wilm making 21 saves for win number 4. Love to see all of that. 5 games, remember, just like last year. We're happy to see that. Edmonton and Anaheim are going to 7. That's pretty crazy. Coyotes swept the Avalanche. Hawks and Kings also going to 7. I just want to quickly look at the stats after that first round. And it's point a game for McKinnon, Moss, Beniers, and Tarasenko. Lovely with 1, 2, 3, and 4 goals apiece in reverse there. Marco with 4. Lume with 3 goals in that third line. 13 shots as well. Love to see the generation of offense there. Down here at the bottom, the third line struggling, it seems like, with Popov, Mercer, and Maloney has 2 assists, though, so that's all right. But just keeping notes on all of that. Goaltending, of course, Peyton Wilm had a .923 save percentage through that series. I'm curious to see what DiPietro's was. .929 save percentage. The poor guy faced 214 shots in 5 games. Average of 42.8 shots against per night. The poor guy. Give him a break. Enjoy the offseason, my man. And don't look at any of your teammates who left you out to dry. Disgusting. Let's get some rest and let's advance to round number 2 and see who our opponent will be. And in this second round, we will be facing off against the Anaheim Ducks. Okay, so the Pacific winning Oilers, we do not get a rematch against them from last year. The Ducks eliminate them in 7 games. They had 38 wins. They barely squeaked into the playoffs. And they took down Edmonton in 7. Wow. Hawks and Coyotes, the other matchup in the West. Penguins, Blue Jackets, Maple Leafs, Lightning over in the East. Wow. Let's check out the Anaheim lineup here. Okay, so first line, Teravainen, Zegras, and Puljujärvi, former Edmonton Oiler. Let's see what the point. 4 goals for Zegras, 6 points for Teravainen. Second line is Comtois, Chubarov, and Dumais. So Chubarov was the 4th overall pick in 2025. He had 2 assists and 14 penalty minutes, no 7 games. Third line, Benoit Olivier Groulx, Isaac Lundstrom, and Brian Rust. Couple of, well, especially Lundstrom, Anaheim Ducks NHL 20 legend. And then fourth line, Foegele, Schmaltz, and Domi. That's a pretty strong forward core throughout. No one weaker than an 81 overall. Defensively, they have Vince Dunn and Jamie Drysdale, Philip Hronik, and Pierre-Olivier Joseph. Third pair, Ball and Dobson. Between the pipes, it is 34-year-old John Gibson, who had a .906 save percentage and 3.05 goals against average. Odd. Backed up by a 67 overall prospect, undrafted prospect. Scratches are Bodie Wild, Emiliano Harima, and Colton Parayko, all very serviceable and capable NHL defensemen. And actually, the defensemen should definitely, both of them should be in the lineup. But you do you, Anaheim. So yeah, I don't know what happened with Edmonton, if they just collapsed, if it's a little bit of lightning in a bottle, a little bit of magic sprinkled on the Anaheim Ducks. But you know that when there's magic, you gotta be careful. We cannot underestimate the Ducks. I don't care they went 38, 35, and 9. They beat the Oilers, and a team that we had a tough time beating the regular season 4 out of 7 times. And now here we are playing against them. They are between us and another Stanley Cup. We've seen them before. Let's do it again. Game 1, round 2. It is showtime. Kraken and Ducks, a classic Pacific Division matchup. Here we go. First period action, 0-0, shots 10-9, very even. Second period now, 1-0 Kraken. Nathan McKinnon, short-handed to boot, gets us on the board. Shots 22-18, we're up by 1 after 40. This is going to be tough. John Gibson, he wants that Stanley Cup. Power play Seattle killed off. No one from that 2007 team there anymore. Now in 2028, 21 years later. Chubarov, though, ties it up. Malikin nets. No, what? Peyton Wilm. Hopefully that's just something short and not an actual long-term injury. Minute left in this one. Jamieson Reese, the rookie. 2-1 Kraken win it. Wow. His first career NHL playoff goal comes with 46 seconds left in the game and gives us the victory over the Ducks. Shots end 32-31 for Anaheim, but we get a crazy last-second victory from our fourth line of rookies. Love to see that. Lume was doing it, and now Reese gets in on the action. Wilm made 16 saves before getting pulled, presumably due to some sort of injury, so we'll see if that actually was just for that game or will be something moving forward. Gibson made 29 saves, and Jamieson Reese the game-winning goal. So fingers crossed that it's not an actual injury here as we exit the game. Malik did well in relief. And everything's okay. Woo! All right, Peyton. Rest up, buddy. Rest up. Lovely. Okay. Game number 2. Again, a very tight 1-goal victory. But a win is a win. Game 2, round 2. Back at home. Get some rest and let's do it again. First period, 1-1. Lundstrom opens up the scoring on Peyton Wilm. But Nathan McKinnon, who's just been a monster out there, power play goal to tie it back up. Second period now, 4-3. McKinnon gets his second of the night to put us up 2-1. Teravainen and then Dumais make it 3-2. But then Lume, that fourth line of rookies, and Chris Moss on the power play puts us back up 4-3. These last 4 goals all being scored with under 6 minutes left in about a 5-minute span. Shots 21-20, and we're up by 1 in both the shots and the goals. Power play Kraken early in this third period, killed off by Anaheim. Shots are very even, not a big runaway like the series against Vancouver there. Power play once again for the Kraken. McKinnon's firing out there. Power play for the Ducks. Both of those are killed off. 5 minutes to go. Shots tied at 30. Power play late for the Kraken. 2 minutes left now. Final minute. It's Dawson Mercer. Wait, whoa, what happened? That was an empty net goal? All right, perfect. I got confused just for a quick second. I thought it was 4-4. Very quick moment there. Wasn't sure if it was Anaheim scoring or us, but okay. Whew. Dawson Mercer, empty netter, solidifies the victory. 5-3 Kraken. Shots end 33-30. But we take it with that big second period. Nathan McKinnon just carrying this team through the first 2 rounds so far. 2 goals and an assist to him. A goal for Chris Moss and 2 assists for Isaiah Marco. 5 through the final. Again, a 1-goal victory if it wasn't for that empty netter. But nonetheless, we are up 2-0 in this series. Headed now to the Honda Center, a place that we have been many times in our NHL franchise mode careers, especially if you're here from the NHL 20 series. If you know, you know what years we had with Anaheim, but now we got to beat them. 7 goals in 7 games for Nate the Great. Let's do it. Game 3, round 2, first period, 0-0. Doubling the shots are the Ducks, 14-7. Second period, now 1-0 Kraken. We come back big time. McKinnon on the power play. Take a sip of milk every time you hear me say that. 1-0 for the Kraken. 8 goals in 8 games for the $11 million man. Shots tied at 24 early in this third period. Power play for the Ducks. 5-on-3 opportunity. 5-on-4. We kill all of those off. Power play Seattle. The Ducks kill that off as well halfway through the third. Shots tied at 30. The shots are very consistently tied, and we're going 1-1 back and forth. Power play Ducks now, and Zegras will score on the power play there. 2 minutes to go, final minute, and oh my goodness, Hronek scores with 18 seconds left. What happened here? We had a power play, and then Ducks went on the power play. So so Dobson took a slashing minor. Moss on the power play takes a holding minor. We lose the power play. The Ducks get about a minute of power play, and Zegras capitalizes on it. And then with 18 seconds left, Filip Hronek, the Ducks lead shots 34-32 in this one, and win a close 1-goal game once again. Peyton Will makes 32 saves, but John Gibson taking first star honors. And hey, that's okay. If this is going to be a 5-game series, that's okay. That's okay. If we've won, I remember 2 years ago, but this year and last year, we've now won 5 consecutive playoff rounds in 5 games. And 13 consecutive series in a row as well. This is the 14th series since we started that run back in, 2025? Yeah, exactly. So, all right, we can take an L. That's all right. Game number 4 now at the Honda Center. We don't want to break that streak. Let's keep going. Dubs from here. Tough penalty, tough break late. Let's try and get, the shots are good, but let's try and be a bit more clinical in our opportunities here. First period now, 1-1 game. Chychrun opens up the scoring, and Max Domi on the power play ties it back up. Second period now, no scoring. Shots 33-18, so definitely pulling away the shots in this one and limiting Anaheim as well. That's great. Yet the score is still 1-1, and Dobson puts the Ducks ahead 2-1. So now we're down by 1, and we have to be clinical in finishing these chances. Matty Beniers ties it up at 2. Thank you very much. And then Nathan McKinnon, 9 goals in 9 games. Oh my goodness. 3-2 Kraken. We're up by 1 with 7 minutes to go. Shots 43-24. Fogel's going to tie it up with 5 minutes left. 3-3 game. 3 minutes. 2 minutes. No! Chubarov! I'm about to say the final minute. Just about to say final minute, then Chubarov. Another late loss. Shots 46-28. And we lose 4-3 again by 1 goal and again late. Gibson, 43 saves, and there goes the streak of winning series in 5 games. And by the way, it's now 2-2. So this series has just become a best of 5. 9 goals in 9 games for Nathan McKinnon. He's been carrying this team. I don't want to ask for too much more from him, but I got to be asking for something from the rest of this team. I don't know where the goals are. The third line's been struggling. Bergenheim up to a 79 overall. That's nice. Maloney, 3 assists. Popov, 0 points after having an amazing season. Mercer, 1 goal. The fourth line's been good. You know what? The fourth line is going to become the third line. And let's see how they can do right there. More ice time for them. Plus, this third line can get a +2 now playing on the fourth line. Defense has been solid. Not going to touch that. Everyone with good plus minuses. Aside from the third pair, I guess, here, eh? Kozlov and Morrison. I'm going to take off Kozlov. Bit of an executive decision here. And put the more experienced Hayden Fleury in. Hayden Fleury, 31 years of age, has 2 out of the last 3 rings. Let's see how that works. Peyton Wilm, 920 save percentage. Malik, when he came in, he looked great. But Peyton Wilm, of course, is still our guy. All right, so we're back at home for game number 5. Whew, here against the Ducks, it's a best of 3. We definitely cannot afford to go down heading back to Anaheim. This is a must-win for us, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. First period, 2-1 Kraken. Marco opens up the scoring. Domi comes right back, same as last game or the game before. Then Matty Beniers on the power play puts us back up by 1. 16-7 are the shots in our favor. Second period, 4-3. Mckinnon, 10 goals in 10 games. He just doesn't stop. Puljujärvi on the power play. Jamison Reese on that third line now. Love to see that line. I love that line. Then Chubarov on the power play. 2 power play goals for the Ducks that period. Unacceptable, boys. Come on. Shots 29-18 through 40 minutes. 4-3 Kraken up by 1. Let's go. I'm about to say, don't make it a 1-goal game. Let's go. Marco on the power play puts us up by 2. Let's make it by 3. Why not? By 3. Chris Moss, I'm looking at you. But Chubarov scores shorthanded. We're back to up by 1. 5-4 Kraken with a tough. We can't score on the power play, and we're giving up power play goals and shorthanded goals. And then Ball Zegras, 6 goals on 27 shots, 3 goals in like 9 minutes, and we lose 6-5. What? Peyton Hollywood Wilm, what are you doing? This guy wants to get blacklisted from Hollywood. Shots in 39-29. We score 5 goals. But we collapse late again. This is Nathan McKinnon. The guy's working like a dog. Like a dog. 10 goals in 10 games with 14 points. It's disrespectful. Look at this man. You are disrespecting him. No, it can't be. It can't be. We're not going to let this be. Tuck, you have 0. Okay, 8 assists. We have 0 goals in 10 games. McKinnon's making... Okay, fine. First line's good. Moss, 6 points. Beniers, yeah. Tarasenko, you're killing me. Third line, Rickard, Jameson, and Passy. Love it. Fourth line, Maloney, Popov with 0s. You're killing me. And Mercer. Come on. Chikrin, Bear, Miller. So help me, Hayden Fleury, -2. You're gone. I bring you in. I believe in you, and you do that to me? Gone. Costa. And Peyton, Peyton, I'm so tempted to put Malik in there. It wouldn't be new for a Data 782 series to have the backup going in. Peyton, man, you're killing me. I don't know, have they solved you? I don't know what it is. Have they solved you? Come on, Peyton. Would it be crazy to go to Malik now? Or do we live and die by Peyton Wilm? I guess we live and die by Peyton Wilm, but Tarasenko's the guy who's really scaring me the most, I think. Do I bring in Vesa Heiskanen? No, what am I saying? Okay. Let's go. On the road. Game 6 in Anaheim. Should we go to Malik? It's tempting. He's allowed 10 goals in 2 games after, 1 or 2 goals a game, all those last ones. 6-5. Let's just do it. Honda Center. Game 6. No stopping. Full speed. Here we go. Showtime. This is where the bellows are separated from the fools. First period. 1-0. Ethan Bear. Thank you very much. With the A on his chest. He gets something for us. 1-0 Kraken. Second period action now. No scoring. Shots 21-15 for the Ducks. 1-0 Seattle. This better get extended. Vlad, you're the captain? Let's step up, big boy. Chris, you're 5-star shooting. Where are you? Puljujärvi ties it up at 1. 3 minutes and 15 seconds into the period. Halfway through the period. Now we got to slow it down. Shots 30-24 for Anaheim. 1-1 game. 7 minutes to go. Where are my scorers? Tuck, put one in. Power play Seattle, so help me. Power play Seattle. The Ducks kill it off. Minute left. 41 seconds. 15 seconds. Okay, at least we get to overtime. Oh my goodness. Shots 36-28 for Anaheim. And we're headed to overtime. Come on, boys. Offense 96, defense 90, goaltending 86 versus 94 offense. We're better. 90 defense, we're even. And 77 goaltending? Come on, boys. In Anaheim, Honda Center. Let's go, boys. A goal for us brings us back home and pushes it to 7. A goal for the Ducks eliminates the 3-time defending Stanley Cup champion Kraken. What a hit from Chychrun, who throws Puljujärvi into another dimension. A goal for them. They would have eliminated the Ducks, eliminated the Kraken, and that is quite a feat for a 38-win team. But they are not there yet. Here comes Dunn to Drysdale over the blue line. Deeks nobody. Gets hit. Tuck picks it up. Pats it. Skate. Tuck. Come on. I'm doing a lot of talking. It doesn't make the final cut, but I'm just going to keep talking. Zegras. Puljujärvi. Oh, that's a nice save there. Kick from Wilm. Teravainen. Big hit from Bear. Away. Here's Tuck. Okay, let's go with Mckinnon, the only guy who seems to know how to score. To Marco! Big blocker save from Gibson. McKinnon in the corner now. Kicks it to the point. It's Chychrun. Away. Let's go, big boy. Into the corner. Chychrun finds space. What in the world? Backhand. Easy kick save there from Gibson. He found space. Tuck. He's fighting with Dunn, but Teravainen's going to get out of the zone. Over the red line now. Whoa, crushed from Ethan Bear. What huge hits. Zegras skates around like 4 different people. Marco tying up there. That's great. Marco up to McKinnon. Let's go. Let's go find that space. You can do it, Nate. He has it. Wide open. Rip it, big boy. All kinds of space on that blocker's side. Straight to Gibson, and he'll hang on. Tarasenko up to Matty Beniers. 8 points so far in the playoffs. Here's Ethan Bear. Windmill on net. Let's go. You can do it. Scores! Yes, sir! Ethan Bear with the shot, and Matty Beniers with the baseball swing gets it. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. You think that the Stars are in Anaheim's favor, but it's not done yet. Matty Beniers in front of the net, bats it out of midair, and that is his 5th goal and 9th point of the playoffs. Beautiful hand-eye coordination. Ethan Bear putting it on net, finding a way. Thank goodness he just put it on net. It's so hard for the AI to just put the puck on the net, but Beniers is there for the rebound. Oh, wow. The Kraken take it in overtime, and we're headed to 7. The dream is not over yet. Shots ended 37-33 for the Ducks in that one, but it looks like it was the right decision to keep Peyton Wilm in there as we took it 2-1. Nathan McKinnon did not score in that game, so now 10 goals in 11 games. Penguins and Blue Jackets going to 7. The Maple Leafs took down the Lightning in 6. Blackhawks took down the Coyotes in 5, so they're waiting to take on either the Kraken or the Ducks. It's Game 7 in Seattle. Do not rub your eyes just yet. We are sleepless in Seattle, and it's not time to wake up from this dream. We're still going for 4. It's alive and well, ladies and gentlemen. Get excited for Game number 7. I don't know if you can hear the smile on my face, but let's do it. Let's just watch this one, actually. Game 7, at-home controller is down. Here we go. Ducks have such a fairy tale right now, but Isaiah Marco, all right, opens up the scoring, but Dumais comes right back, 1-1. Never want to celebrate the goal too fast because Anaheim comes back quick. Power play for the Ducks, and Vince Dunn scores in the power play. Peyton, so help me, Peyton. Okay, 5 minutes to go. We're down by 1. Not generating a ton of offense in this period, and it ends shots 12-8 through 20 for Anaheim. We're down by 1. Isaiah Marco, the first line is getting the offense. Where's the depth? Where is the depth? Let's go. Second period now. The shots are coming back. We're getting even power play. There it is. Asher Maloney. The guy never scores. The playmaker, Asher Maloney, makes it a 2-2 game. His first career playoff goal. And then Chubarov restores the 1-goal lead. 3 goals on like 17 or 18 shots against Wilm. Come on, baby. Down by 1. Late in the second. Let's go in tied. Oh, boy. Shots are tied at 20. 3-2 Ducks. We're down by 1. Let's fight, boys, to cement ourselves in history. For 4 in a row, let's keep going. We need one. Who's getting the next one? Let's go. Moss with your 5-star shooting. I'm looking at you. Defense, get in there. Jiricek, maybe? I don't know. A random name. Get your predictions in. Oh, say a name in your head. Just say a name in your head. Power play for the Ducks. Come on, boys. Killed off. Let's go. 31-23. The shots we're getting out. We're getting bombarded. Power play Anaheim again. We're getting bombarded. Killed off once more. 5 minutes to go now. Final 4 minutes. Let's hop in now. Around 4 minutes. Let's hop in. We're down by 1 and we need a goal. In Seattle, Climate Pledge Arena. 3:59 to go. Down by 1. Controllers down. Let's do it. Pasi Lume, the 4th line up to the 3rd line, is out now. Tiny Morrison. Here he is. Give me a big goal, Tiny Morrison. To Reese. Kozlov, big Alex Kozlov to the point. It's tiny, rips it, can't get through traffic. Ball goes back to Gibson. He'll hang on now. Back, a little reverse spin, big hit on Puljujärvi. Zegras in the corner, gets away from the hit, regains. What is that? Okay, no goal. Please, ref, are you serious? It's disgusting. Disgusting. Give him 2 for interference. What is that? What is that? Come on. Where's the goalie interference? I hope he calls that. I don't think they do. But at least it's waved off. Disgusting. No power play, unfortunately. All right. Back to it. Let's go. Minute 58 left. And take it back the other way. McKinnon, quadruple team. Actually, I think I don't know what 5 is, but he had 5 player, all 5 on him. All right, here he is in the corner now, pinned in the final minute. Thinking about pulling the goalie if we can get some. Yeah, here we go. Now, as soon as we have possession in the territory, in the Anaheim territory, give me a second. All right, goalie is pulled. We're in coach mode. Here we go. Tuck to Chychrun. Now it changes since I locked onto the coach. McKinnon. Marco ripped that. Gibson makes the glove save. Passes out to Drysdale in the crease. Okay. Let's go. Keep it in zone. Tarasenko. McKinnon. Bear. Tuck. Oh, Gibson hangs on. 39.3 seconds to go. Down by 1. Goalie pulled. 6 on 5. Get on your feet, Seattle. Get on your feet. There's one guy leading it. Let's go. Moss, Beniers, Tarasenko. I forgot that it's coach. Oh, let the first line rest a second. We'll get timeout. We'll wait, next whistle timeout. Beniers loses the face-off. Dunn gets hit, though. Hold on, there we go. Here's McKinnon. He gets hit off the puck. Comtois regains possession. Don't let them out. Don't let them out. Here's Dunn. He's staying in his own zone. Not doing much. Chubarov. Don't let him enter. Dumais on net scores. Why are you letting him skate in? Why are you letting him skate in? Jordan Dumais. Oh, unless there's some crazy stuff that happens here. What a run from the Ducks. Taking down the Oilers in 7, and now the Kraken in 7. Wow. Let's just let them come in. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Final. Let's try and just go crazy here. McKinnon skate. No, that's it. What a run, ladies and gentlemen. 3 consecutive Stanley Cups, and it comes down to a second-round elimination in 7 games at the hands of the 38-victory Anaheim Ducks. Gotta give it to them. We gotta give it to them. What a series for them. Well done. You gotta give them credit. But it's crazy. It's just, for us, it was pretty much all McKinnon, and for them, it was pretty much all, like, what, Chubarov and Zegras? Crazy, man. Just the top lines going at it. Handshakes here. Tarasenko shaking hands with who's the captain? Maybe it's Isaac Lundstrom. John Gibson as well. Gibson and Will shaking hands. That's all she wrote. Oh, man. Poor Nathan McKinnon, man. 10 goals and 15 points in 12 games. He did what he could. A lot of the team let us down, I gotta say. It wasn't a great postseason for a lot of players. McKinnon, Marco, Tuck, no problems there. Beniers even 9 points, great. Moss 4 goals, 7 points, I like it. Tarasenko 1 goal after like a 30-goal season, needed more. Lume 6 points, amazing. In his rookie year, love it. Chychrun, great, 6 points plus 7. Reese, fantastic. Maloney, great. Ethan Bear, good, 4 points plus 8. Bergenheim, rookie, love it. Morrison, tough plus minus. I don't know what it was. Was it just that the third defensive pair was that bad? Is that what caused us to lose? Mercer, 1 goal, 1 point in 12 games. Coming off of a 30-point season. Wasn't expecting the world from him. But 1 goal and 1 point in 12 games. No. Miller, 1 assist and a +3. Yurchek, 1 assist +3. Fleury was a -2 in that 1 game. And Kozlov, 11 games, -4. Peyton Wilm ended with a .914 save percentage and 2.37 goals against average. Not a great save percentage in that second round. Malik, should he have come in? I don't know. He was great in Game 6, Peyton Wilm was, so I think we made the right decisions. Or at least the decisions that made the most sense at the time. But over on Anaheim, just got to see, like, how does their scoring breakdown look? Yeah, similar stuff. Teravainen, Zegras, Puljujärvi, even a bit of Dumais, and like we said, Chubarov. Comtois, Schmaltz, okay. And then after that, it's similar to us. Yeah, Rust only has 4 points. Lundstrom only has 3 points. Gru has 3 points. And John Gibson has a .914 save percentage with a 2.91 goals against average. So they're not. I don't know how much it was Anaheim, how much it was us just not coming through when we had to, and Wilm falling apart a little bit at certain times. We did great in other moments. That's why it's hard to say, hard to pin a lot of blame on anybody in particular, but it's going to be Penguins and Maple Leafs in the East, Blackhawks and Ducks in the West. I'm going to take care of scouting and everything. We're going to sim towards the end of the season, and we'll take a look at awards, the playoff tree, the draft, all that good stuff to end off the episode. So just as they should have, the Anaheim Ducks win the Stanley Cup. What a run, man. 38-win season, 38, 35 and something. They beat two of the top teams in the league. We'll check out their playoff tree in a moment. Winnipeg going from 6 to 1, Buffalo staying at 2, St. Louis dropping 1 to 3, and then some other teams dropping there in the draft lottery. Other things to check out here, retired players, the retirement class of 2028. Let's see who makes it. Claude Giroux highlighting it at the age of 40, 1,245 points in his career. Blake Wheeler at the age of 41, also retiring, over 1,500 games played. Jonathan Toews at the age of 40 goes out as a free agent, 1,081 points. Taylor Hall, Jordan Eberle, Tyson Barrie. Eberle played half a season with us. He was in a trade deadline acquisition at one point. He was not our selection from the Islanders in the expansion draft as we took Josh Bailey. Barry Hornquist, Kadri Lee. Rust retiring a champion with the Anaheim Ducks. Niederreiter, Nelson, Hyman, Backlund, Kreider, and down the list we go there. Goalies retiring in 2028. We see Semyon Varlamov, 777 games played, 373 wins at the age of 40, and the rest all free agents. Holtby, DeSmith, Domingue, Copley, Picard, Sparks, and so on. Other retired players, Blake Wheeler, now a coach. No one from the Pacific Palm Springs, and no one from Seattle either for the retired coaches. Very nice. Continue simming. I don't think we have any high picks really, so it's not a big deal to go do any interviews. Let's check this out now. The Anaheim Ducks just barely squeaking into the playoffs at 18th place, beating out Dallas for the last wildcard spot. They were 2 points behind. Despite having 2 more wins, they had more losses. The Ducks going 38, 35, and 9, get 85 points and make the playoffs, even though Detroit and Philly don't. They were a high-scoring team at 3.24 goals for per game. Very high scoring, but they allowed 2.93. I guess that was their downfall. And they go on to beat teams at the top of the NHL, such as the Edmonton Oilers, who won the West, the Seattle Kraken, who finished second, the Blackhawks, who finished fourth. So second, third, and fourth. And in the finals, they took on Toronto or Pittsburgh. So first or sixth. Was it another Stanley Cup heartbreak for Toronto? Yes, it was. And in 7 games to boot. Oh. So they beat the first, second, third, and fourth best teams in the NHL. What a run. And they sweep Chicago as well. And then take down Toronto in 7. Wow. Wow. Got to give it to the Ducks. That's one of the best stories I've seen in a franchise mode in a long time. 3 Stanley Cup finals in the last 4 years for Toronto, all resulting in losses. At least they went to 7 games this time, but brutal for Toronto Maple Leaf fans. Anaheim Ducks winning the Stanley Cup, keeping it in the Western Conference. President's Trophy going to the Maple Leafs didn't mean anything in the end. Campbell there, and Prince of Wales, 3 of the last 4 years being Toronto. Individual awards now. For Nathan McKinnon, we know that he won the Art Ross. Is it going to be another Hart Trophy? Yes, it is. 3 Hart Trophies in the last 4 years for Nathan McKinnon. Him and Draisaitl. He and Draisaitl have just dominated the last 5 years. James Norris going to Quinn Hughes over in the Nashville Predators, no longer on Vancouver. Lady Byng also going to McKinnon, very well deserved. Very, very low amount of penalty minutes. Second in his last 3 years. Calder goes to Arkhipov on the Blackhawks. Conn Smythe going to Trevor Zegras. Vezina to Thatcher Demko, as I assumed that it would. Stuart Skinner winning the Jennings, that's well done. Masterton going to Carlo. Jack Adams to the coach of the Penguins. Selke, the Ryan O'Reilly Trophy, going to Barkov back-to-back years. And Ted Lindsay, 3 in the last 4 years for Nathan McKinnon. Maurice Richard to Connor McDavid, possibly the first of his career. Well done there for Nate the Great. AHL, any awards for us down here? Pacific Palm Springs? None. So here's a few things to wrap up the episode. First, we want to see the record book. After 7 seasons, we want to get a little bit of an update on some franchise records here. So through those 7 years, the all-time points leader is Nathan McKinnon with 518. All 7 seasons played by Vladimir Tarasenko, leading the games played record with 543. Most assists, Nathan McKinnon at 318. Most goals to Tarasenko at 210. Penalty minutes to Beniers at 315. Shutouts, Wilm 13, and also wins. Peyton Wilm getting his 100th win this season First goalie in Kraken history to do so. Looking at season records, any 2028 numbers there. Peyton Wilm with wins, 36 wins in a season, most of all time. And the rest you can take a look at there for goals, points, and all that other stuff. McKinnon in the last few years getting a lot of those. Rookie records, Asher Maloney, a new franchise record in assists, 43 assists by a rookie. And single game records, nothing new there. So there is the update on the Seattle Kraken record book. We'll take a peek at the progress reports now at the draft. Any growth between the end of the year and now for anyone in the NHL or AHL. McKinnon at a 95 overall. Marco at a 92. Tuck from 87 to 89. Meniere's dropping from a 90 to an 89. I don't think that really matters. Played 99 games. Chikrin 87, Wilm down from an 88 to an 87, Popov up from an 83 to an 85. He was horrible in the playoffs. Miller 84, Tarasenko 84, Moss up from an 83 to an 84, Maloney 81 to 83, Reese 80 to 83. Wow. Yurchek 82 to 83. That's nice. Lume 81 to 82, Fleury, Mercer still an 81, Kozlov from an 80 to an 81. That's nice. Bergenheim from a 78 to a 79. Looking at in the system now, Kobasu, Heiskanen, Morrison, Sloan, all still stuck at 79. I'm sure more growth will come over the offseason, but just to say after the entirety of this last season, Lundberg still at a 77. Kartinen grew from a I think from a 70 to a 75. Tikhonov from a 65 to a 73. Rolison's up to a 73. We'll have to sign him. Burrows up to a 73. We'll have to sign him. Sylvain Burrows. Piper 72 to 73. Nedemaki. Some other names there down the list. Some goalie prospects getting some growth. Any other names you may be interested in may be seen right there. Okay, so there are the progress reports. Now heading into this off season, do we keep the top 6 as it is? I think is the biggest question. Is Popov still third-line center? Do we go Popov to second-line center, Beniers to second-line left wing, and then second-line left wing, right wing, can be someone like Chris Moss, which would bump Tarasenko to the third line and allow Jamison Reese to be our third-line center. I think that is the move. Expiring deals here. So, for example, Vitaly Popov, we'll probably qualify most of the RFAs, but we do have $19 million in extension available to us. We can go 1 year to keep him in RFA, or look at something longer term if we're ready to really promote him to second line. Keandre Miller, what's up with defense? Are we moving out David Jiricek, or what's going to happen there? Because unless we're assuming Kozlov, Morrison, Sloan are not growing, but I would think that there might be some growth. He wants to get paid. Chris Moss wants to get paid now. He's looking for, yeah, he's not going to get that. Could go 2 years in the high fours probably. Yeah, we'll see though. Likely a lot of just qualify and figure out type of things. Maloney wanting 5, that's not going to happen yet. Jamison Reese is a UFA. We'd have to sign him. If we could get him to be third line center, that would be nice. Evans, Fleury, they probably have to walk. Kozlov, he could. That's reasonable numbers there for Kozlov. For 3 years, we can go close to $2 million for a guy who still has to continue to prove himself. Dawson Mercer, I'm not sure if he has a spot on the team, and especially not for $3+ million. Gambrel, not sure if there's room for him. Maybe he's new. Maybe Gambrel could come back as fourth line center if Reese is getting promoted. But we do have to keep in mind that the new third line would probably be like Maloney, Jameson, Reese, and Tarasenko, thus making the fourth line Bergenheim, Lume, and Gambrel. And if there's going to be good growth to Lume and Bergenheim, they may be pushing for third line, and that would necessitate some trades and other things of the sort. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll sign some unsigned prospects. Goaltenders here. Murray's going to let him walk. Markkanen probably going to let him walk as well, because we're going to have Malhi, as well as we're going to have even Kelly in here, Hilpert, Blatter. Our goalie system is starting to get replenished. Our draft picks are now moving into playable territory. We can move on from the fill-in backups like Murray and Markkanen in the NHL and AHL systems there. But Malik will likely continue as our NHL backup next year. So that's what we've got to figure out right now. Who do we re-sign and where do they fit? That's the biggest thing. Moving into next year, McKinnon will be on an expiring deal. Tuck on an expiring deal. Bear on an expiring deal. Tarasenko on an expiring deal. So it's going to be tough the year after this one as well to figure out who is the continuing core of the team and can we afford to hang on to them. Finishing it up now with the draft. We want to see what kind of picks do we have. I believe we do have a fair amount of picks. Yeah, okay, we have Philadelphia's pick. That was a lottery pick. It didn't win any of the draft lotteries there. So we pick a 15 and 27 in the first round. We have a late 40 pick in the second round, late 50, early 60 as well. So we have 4 picks in the first 2 rounds, but especially 15 and 27. Do we use those picks, or do we move them out for other pieces for the team? What do we need to improve? If anything, it's a solid team. We won 3 cups and went to Game 7, Round 2. It's not like we need to make big changes. But, oh, that's cool. That's cool. Nikolai Bobkov. The update has not been put in here. Like I said, a Ukrainian player at first overall. That's an extremely rare nationality to see so high. Then Cogliano here too. Is that Austrian? I think. Hope I'm not messing that up. I think that's an Austrian. Another nationality you don't see too often. So at 15. The scouts did not do super well. I redid the scouting. There's a lot of late good picks, but they didn't do great in these earlier ones. So we do have one bar elite for Alexei Anisimov, 1 year away, similar to TJ Oshie. Damian Fitz, a 2-way defenseman, 2 years away. Then NHL ready, Marco Niskala. But again, we don't need to clog up the defensive system. He's 2-bar medium elite NHL ready, though. Vic Zeeler, 1 year away, 4 years away, 2 years away, 3 years away. Yeah, I gotta look at the years away for overalls. This guy, Emiliano McGinnis, is 2 years away. So maybe with that late pick at 27, I don't know. There's this guy, 2-bar medium elite, Mark Parise. There's so many defensemen. Guaranteed medium top 6 forward. Our scouts have him maybe at 15, but he's going at 26. Alan Quinville? Similar to Phil Kessel, 3 years away. Okay. A+ shooting, and then he's a wonky prospect for sure. But he has pro release, magic hands. Maybe it would be something to think about. So is there someone really tempting there, or do we think about trading down? Because there are good picks later on. There's a 3-bar medium elite, 2-way forward, Gregory Packard. Not Picard, Captain Picard. It's Packard. Gregory Packard, 2 years away, similar to Marcus Naslund. He could be a good one, actually. Maybe we trade down from 15. Trade our 2 first-round picks for that pick, and then we take back more from that team even. César Brisebois, 2 years away, similar to Mike Gartner. Another good idea. 3-bar medium elite. Then there's a 3-bar medium elite goalie. 10 Krat, 5 years away, though. Other goalies there as well. 3 bars medium elite later on. 155, Fred Gray, another goalie we could add to our system. Then 2 bars medium elite, and I think there's a handful of some low elites, at least 2 bars, only 1 3-bar. Yeah, not a great year for scouting, even though I did the same scouting as always. That's been amazing for us the last few years. I don't know what to say, but there's the draft for us. We have a good amount of picks. We can definitely think about moving some. I'm not able to see who's on the block right now, but you are able to know our roster. Do we think about moving anybody? And what positions do we bolster if we're looking in trades or potentially even in free agency? Pending free agents, many of these usually get re-signed, but guys like Hughes, Fox, Boquist, Chubarov, Turcotte, they're in the RFA, some of those, but Puljujärvi, Laban, Kotkaniemi, Moritz Seider, Sprung, Greenway, Verana, a lot of good wingers. There's potential out there. There's a lot of different directions we could go in. Definitely not looking at blowing things up after another fantastic season, but kudos to the Anaheim Ducks. Well done. Hats off for their Stanley Cup. Very well deserved after a hard-fought playoffs. And that is it for this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Stanley Cup streak is over. 3 cups, it comes to an end. But hey, we can always try and get 4 in 5 next season in year number 8. The series is coming to a close in the relatively near future. 1 or 2 more seasons fully, I would say, before we start thinking about the wrap-up. So thinking about the future is still important in that sense, but think about players we want to have right now. We got to figure out, let's say in a few episodes from now, what the future of this team looks like do we re-sign McKinnon, Tarasenko, Tuck, etc. And then maybe around that point in a couple seasons time is when we let things coast and we sim to the end of the franchise mode in 2045. So we'll get to that later, but still, all of your thoughts and comments would be very much appreciated because this team cannot run without you. Down here in the YouTube comments or over in the Discord server, the link is in the description. If you enjoyed this playoff roller coaster and me losing my mind, be sure to leave a like. It helps out the video a lot. I'm not sure what the length of this video is, but if there is going to be a little bit of black screen afterwards, it would mean a lot if you just let it run for a little bit. Or you can even feel free to mute it and walk away. If you're not already subscribed as well, be sure that you are so that you're made aware of all the uploads, including the 2028 draft and off season. You do not want to miss that, as well as all of the other series here on the channel. We would love to have you join the team because it would just be that much sweeter with you as a part of it. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for taking the time to watch. Leave a comment letting me know who you thought the most and least impressive players of our playoffs were, what kind of changes you'd make, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again in the next one.